stories, all the highlights, and the greatest fans. You're watching Mid-Michigan's original Hometown Hoops on NBC 25.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Hometown Hoops. I'm Tom Eschen.
And I'm Corey Kopic. It's one of the best weeks of the year in terms of great basketball matchups, isn't it, Tom?
Yeah, a little more halfway done with the season. We'll see one of those in just a few minutes in our NBC 25 game of the week. Before that, though, Ithaca going up against Frankenmuth. Both these teams in the top of their division. And those fans ready to go, too. We'll go to the first half. Eagles freshman Mario Whitley here. Watching from the corner here as he gets the pass. Hits the three. Frankenmuth with an early lead after that. But Ithaca responds. Here's 6', 6" Levi Lehman. Hits, draws the foul. He's very tall as well. Ithaca ties the game with that one. Next time down, too. Yellow Jackets to go back down low to Lehman. Why not? He just made the basket. He hits. Ithaca pulls off the upset on the road, 65-52. Now, Corey, we stay in the Tri-Valley Conference. Two more division leaders went at it in our game of the week.
Indeed, this was a fun one, too. Two-loss Millington hosting undefeated Michigan Lutheran Seminary. It's our NBC game of the week, and Tom, it was probably the greatest game of the night. Millington head coach Shane LeVan was without one of his best players, Austin. His son was still out with a shoulder injury, so the rest of the team had to shoulder the load tonight. Third quarter, Cameron Dews fires a long ball and hits. Cardinals lead by 8. Nate Lindloff at the other end goes baseline, hits the floater and draws the foul. Cardinals, the lead was down to 4. And then this kid was the big story tonight. Sean Pardee spots up from behind the arc and rips the cord. Pardee went bananas tonight. He had 39 points, and the Cardinals pull off the upset and hand MLS their first loss of the year, 72-67. Millington head coach Shane LeVan had this to say about his team's performance after the game.
Team effort, great team effort tonight. Rebounded really well. Sean played fabulous, made free throws in clutch situations. All in all, team effort was phenomenal. We got to the glass like we made it do. We played decent defense. I thought total team effort was great tonight.
And without one of their best players, Corey, pretty impressive. Beecher, a 2-game lead in that conference. Lake Fenton in the top 3 trying for the upset on the road. The game full of 3-point shots. Lake Fenton's Christopher Bell sprints down the court. That's Jake Zielinski, drops the 3. Lake Fenton leads by 10, 19-9. Start of the second, that's Beecher's Malik Ellison responds back. A 3 of his own. Cut to 5, that Lake Fenton lead. Off the rebound a little bit later, Fenton's Isaac Goldson passes the ball, shoots the high arc from the 3-point land. Lake Fenton up by 5, 29-34, but Beecher comes back, driving down the lane. That's Aquavius Burks to Ellison. No looks to Samuel Toynes for the 3. Beecher goes up 11 at that point, going on to win 81-70. What a comeback.
The Flushing boys were at Kersley tonight with 30 seconds left in the half. That's terrific. I can't do that.
The high kick.
30 seconds left in the half. Flushing up by 2. Jamarcus Ellerson-Porter loses the ball, and it's Liam Grathoff with the basket. Tight game going into the second half. Flushing with the ball, moving around the perimeter. It gets down underneath to Danny Taylor, who converts the bucket. Raiders win 45-42. Other scores to tell you about from around the region now. Ortonville Brandon over Clio 57-49 in boys basketball. In girls basketball, it took overtime, but Linden topped Holly 46-45.
And speaking of overtime, Beaverton needed double OT at home. The second-ranked team in Class C against Clare, surviving 74-66. Then the Gladwin boys 42, Sanford Meridian 20.
We have much more to come after the break.
Yeah, including a proposal. Hometown Hoops will be right back.
Hey, we're the Beecher Bucks, and you're watching Hometown Hoops on NBC 25. Woo! Hi, we're the Metal Tiger Cheerleaders, and you're watching Hometown Hoops on NBC 25.
Welcome back to Hometown Hoops on NBC 25. Alongside Corey Kopic here, I'm Tom Eschen. We stay now in the GAC, but now we go blue.
And another barn burner tonight, Tom. Flint Hamady undefeated in tops in the conference. Tough road environment at Burton Atherton. Let's just get right to it. The Atherton cheerleaders got the crowd going tonight. Fast and furious on the fast break here. Jarius Schumpert with a hanging jumper and a little smile afterwards. Early lead for the Wolverines. And then at the other end, Jalen Fikes. Jump stop, the bucket, and the foul. A little back and forth here. Nice pass, nice finish by Charlie Harris. Atherton wins 65-60.
And here we go, Corey. I've been waiting for this all night. A proposal at Burton Bendel. Sean Person proposes to Bendel's Brittany Harley. She says yes. He liked it, so he put a ring on it. I couldn't resist. Congrats to the happy couple. That's a pretty nice ring, too.
It is.
There was a game that happened, too. That was during halftime. Bendel up big in the second half, but strong take by Luke Harris, trying to cut into the lead. Tough to guard, though. Donovan Kingston underneath. He was big tonight, too. Burton Bendel survive 51-45. Our full court press begins now, which focuses on pressure, of course. It's in the name, and teams facing that pressure playing in a tough atmosphere, too.
The Heritage girls, for example, had a tough couple of weeks already, Tom. They suffered their first loss of the season last week to Midland Dow, and tonight they were looking to get back on track. As I mentioned, full court press. The pressure's back on Heritage to bounce back. Second quarter, Aubrey Snow on the break. Look at the jump ropers. All kinds of skill on the court tonight. Aubrey Snow on the break, lays it in. The Hawks lead by 1 at the break. We're going to jump ahead to the third quarter now. After the cheerleaders give us a little show, Midland Dow shows off their long ball skills. 2 quick threes by Madison Berry and Alex Van Sumeren give the Chemics the lead, and Heritage not backing down. Allie Miller to Courtney McHenry down low for the lay-in. Heritage goes up 2, but the Chemics great from behind the arc tonight as they get the 53-48 win over the Kingdom.
Got the lights out.
They did.
Dow hosting Saginaw in a league battle tonight. First quarter, Dow's Emily Lyman. She goes coast to coast. Nice little pregame warm-up there, too. With the underhand finger roll, Chargers up 4. Saginaw comes back in this one, too. Darquavia Avery with the steal here. Finish. And she gets the bucket and the foul. The two-handed shot there. Trojans take a 2-point lead. Maybe that's not the last two-handed shot. We'll see. Drawing up a play here. Dow too much. Isaiah Blanton hits that 3 from the corner. Dow up 6 after 1 and keep adding to it. Here the Chargers pass it around. Finally get it to Kaylee Wasco in the paint. There's a little baby two-handed hook shot underneath. She's good. That's pretty. Dow wins big at home, 75-47.
We're going to stick with girls basketball. Fenton was on the road at Swartz Creek tonight. We're in the third quarter when we pick it up. Fenton's Chloe Four finds a wide open lane and scores easily. The Tigers led by 6. Swartz Creek responds. Haley Johnson rewarded for her hustle. Look at her get down the floor there. Fenton, the lead was down to 9. Next time down the floor, Skylar Carson pulls up and knocks down the mid-range jumper from the baseline, but it wasn't enough as Fenton wins 54-46. Elsewhere, some of the top-ranked teams in the state. 5th ranked Arthur Hill 81, Bay City Western 24. 5th ranked in Class B, Flint Northwestern has no problem with Carmen Ainsworth. They win 74-56.
The number 1 team in Class C, as you can see, Hamady, they were pretty dominant tonight. They take care of Atherton 65-57. And then we go back to the boys' side of things. Tri-Valley Central League. Freeland goes on to beat Alma tonight. 69-55 was the final in that one. That's all for the hometown hoops on this Friday night. But one more note to pass along. Reports say Central Michigan football has hired Detroit Lions special teams coordinator John Bonamego as head coach.
Big hire for them. Bonamego is actually a former walk-on at Central Michigan, so keeping it within the family there. Tune in tomorrow night for some scores, highlights, and game recaps from tonight. Log into mynbcnews.com.
Yes, that's where you find even some raw video now we're putting up on the website. If you didn't get enough of those highlights, there's a little bit more up there too. For Corey Kopic and the rest of the Hometown Hoops crew, I'm Tom Eschen. Have a great night.